Hi, my name is Sarah and I live with lupus, a chronic autoimmune disease. Lupus is unpredictable. One day I might feel okay, but the next my body might flare up, making even the simplest tasks feel impossible. Today, I want to talk about how lupus affects not just health, but a person's ability to work, relationships with colleagues, and overall career. In terms of career, lupus can be especially challenging. Many people who have lupus experience constant fatigue, joint pain, and flares where the symptoms become so severe they can't function normally. You might find that you're physically unable to meet the demands of your job. When your body is fighting against itself, sitting at a desk for hours, focusing on work, or even standing for long periods can seem impossible. The fatigue is constant. It's not the kind of tired that sleep fixes. It's a bone-deep exhaustion that affects everything you do. And that exhaustion doesn't respect deadlines or office hours. Clarity can also be a struggle. Lupus can lead to something called brain fog, where focusing or remembering important details becomes difficult. Imagine knowing you have something important to say in a meeting, but not being able to find the words, or struggling to keep up with tasks because your memory isn't cooperating. This impacts productivity. Simple tasks that used to take minutes now take much longer, and it can be frustrating not only for you but for your team. Attendance is another major issue. Frequent doctor's appointments, treatments, or flare-ups can mean taking more sick days than your colleagues. It's not unusual for people with lupus to miss work frequently, and this inconsistency can hurt career progression. You might have the drive and skills to perform, but the unpredictability of your health can make you seem unreliable, something that's hard to explain to a boss or team that doesn't fully understand your condition. Then there's the issue of relationships with colleagues. Living with an invisible illness like lupus means most people won't realize how much you're struggling. It can be difficult for coworkers to understand why you're frequently out of the office or why you might seem disengaged. It can lead to feelings of isolation. Others might unintentionally resent you for not pulling your weight or assume you're getting special treatment because of your condition. Open communication with employers and colleagues is key. But explaining lupus can feel daunting. How do you convey the complexities of a condition that changes day to day? And then there's the fear of losing your job, fear of being judged, or being labeled as someone who can't handle responsibility. Sometimes people with lupus are forced to make hard choices about their careers. Maybe they need to transition to part-time work, switch to a less physically demanding job, or even stop working entirely to prioritize their health. Living and working with lupus is hard, and it requires a balance between managing your health and your career. It's essential to recognize when you need help, whether that's asking for accommodations at work or seeking the support of loved ones. I've learned that self-compassion is vital. Some days will be more difficult than others, but having a supportive workplace and people who understand makes all the difference. If you or someone you know is facing these challenges, know that it's okay to advocate for yourself. It's okay to rest when you need to, and to recognize that your worth isn't defined by your productivity. With understanding and support, it's possible to navigate these difficulties, even if the path looks different from what you expected. If you're an employer or a colleague, I encourage you to learn more about lupus and other chronic illnesses. Understanding and flexibility can change everything for someone in your team. Together, we can create workplaces that empower, not limit, people with lupus.